Toastmasters Anish, go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to District 20's new member orientation program. And I am Anisur Rahman, your host for the day. And it's an absolute pleasure to see so many faces joining us today when we host a very significant event. Well, not to forget, today also happens to be the Kuwait's National Day, a day of pride, unity, and joy across the nation. And tomorrow, followed with the National Days or Liberation Day of Kuwait, a day that symbolizes resilience, freedom, and the triumph of peace and dignity over adversity. Welcome, everyone. AHLAN was SAHLAN. In the spirit of resilience and growth, reflected in Kuwait's National Liberation Days, I also want to emphasize the importance of learning as a crucial aspect of our own development. Just as a nation grows strong through its experience, each of us expands our horizons capabilities through learning. Here at Toastmasters, we are committed to providing a supportive environment to everyone and every member who is here to learn, grow, and achieve their personal and professional goals. To start off with the district mission, the mission of District 20 is to build a new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence in their educational programs. Our club mission includes providing a positive and supportive learning environment where members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. But before we start off our program, let us offer a few seconds of condolence to Mohammed, our DTM Mohammed Shiraj, Division H Director, and also should not forget DTM Khurram Salman, who also lost his father in recently. So, ladies and gentlemen, just take a second of condolence for the gentleman. Thank you. In every club, every speech given, taken, role taken, and every feedback session is an opportunity to learn and develop. It's about more than just improving your public speaking skill. It's about building leadership qualities, fostering empathy through constructive feedback, and developing a growth mindset that values continuous improvement. Well, taking no further ado, let me introduce our IT moderator, Toastmaster Ragad Nawar. She is a graduate in computer science and joined Toastmaster in 2023. She is passionate about reading books, listening to music, and also watching movies. We look forward to know what are your best movies, Ragad. And sitting and supporting us with a timer, we have DTM Dareen Al Hajar. She's been a Toastmaster since 2019. I mean, sorry, apologies. It's 2013. She's a psychotherapist and she holds a doctorate in behavioral counseling. Her passion is to support each and everyone, not only in the field of Toastmasters, but also in the real life. Well, let's get started with our new member orientation program. So, we have a very passionate speaker who's going to tell us about her experience and also say the importance of leadership roles in the Toastmaster. DTM Priscilla Das she is a DTM holding master degree in commerce and runs her own business specialized in custom cakes. We look forward for your delicious cake, DTM. Priscilla holds the Toastmaster, oh, apologies. She joined Toastmasters in 2017. She has served multiple leadership roles at the club level, served as area director for District 20 during 2019-2020. She loves to compete in contest speeches. She is the division champion in humorous and international speech. And this year, she was crowned the District 20 champion in evaluation contest. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for DTM Priscilla Diaz.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anis. Thank you for that introduction, Toastmaster Anis. And a very good evening to all Toastmasters and guests who are present here. Well, I'm going to speak about the importance of leadership in Toastmasters. And I see in our participation list, we are all leaders over here. I would like if moderator can unmute Habiba Baki. And if Habiba Baki can please turn on the video, turn on her video. Her office and Habiba Baki. Okay, let's move on. So leaders, tell me, why did you join Toastmasters in the first place?
Communication
I joined the
skills.
Toastmasters I have the fear of the public speaking, and also develop the skills in the communication and the leadership.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. Toastmaster Anis, you were saying communication.
Yes, I am here in Toastmasters to develop my communication skills, my public speaking skills, and definitely to network with new peers, new faces, and people from different backgrounds.
Perfect. Since we are a few of us, just 14, can we have the videos on? Otherwise, I am talking to a blank screen. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Rohina, why did you join Toastmasters? What was your first intuition to join Toastmasters?
Well, actually, somebody was trying to push me into it for a very long time, since almost 26 years. But I just don't know why I never took that plunge. And in 2015, someone just told me, why don't you just come with me as a guest, observe, and maybe you might like it. So I did that, and that's why I'm still here. I liked it.
Okay. So basically, you did not have any objective to joining Toastmasters. You were pushed into, just like me, I was dragged into.
No, I had an
okay, share with us.
Yeah, my objective was basically, I was a very big introvert. What you see of me now, I was totally the opposite, the reverse. I could not speak to anybody on a one-on-one basis. I would hide behind my mother. If anybody asked me a question like, what is your name? I would hide behind her, even at the age of 15. So you can imagine I was a very big introvert. And suddenly things changed for me.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. So it's an amazing journey, your journey that we have seen, because here today you are going to lead this workshop, which follows after my workshop. Well, again, leaders, I don't think I need to ask you all to switch on your videos. I have no intentions of speaking to a blank screen. And if well, since we are all leaders, we should do what leaders do. But let me tell you, one of the important things that leaders do is show the way. And if we are going to hide behind our screens, how are we going to show the way? Can anybody define for me who is a leader? What is who represents a leader? Yes, Toastmaster Rohina.
A leader should be someone everyone would like to follow. He should just lead and let everybody follow. So he should either lead by example, but he should eventually he should also be serving those who are following. That's what I feel.
Thank you for sharing that. So Toastmaster DTM Rohina said she was pushed into, and of course, because she was an introvert and she wanted to change that. And Toastmaster Dinesh had his reasons for joining Toastmasters, public speaking, fear of public speaking, and so on. But at that point, I think some of us hardly knew that we were joining an organization that was going to help us build a leadership skill. Because Toastmasters' tagline is where leaders are made. We know leaders are not born, leaders are made. And Toastmasters International is this one organization that has taken up this huge responsibility to create leaders for this universe. So we are all leaders, and therefore, once again, can we have our videos on? There's nothing to feel shy about. We have come a long way in Toastmasters from introverts to wanting to speak. We have done it all. Let's behave like leaders. So I don't have a presentation here, so let's just discuss how each of us have accomplished our leadership role, starting with club meetings. Would anybody like to share in this meeting, at this workshop, which club meeting role have you taken during the club meetings, which has enabled you to exercise leadership? Yes, Toastmaster Anis.
Well, to start with, I would say I have taken mostly the Master of Ceremonies, right? Giving me the opportunity to drive the entire meeting. And this shows that, I am coming out of I'm enhancing my public speaking skills. I'm also learning to face different people, different crowd, and different mindsets. Each time I come as a MC, right? I have more experienced people who guide me. I have more enhanced peer, feedbacks I receive. And this is what makes the role, I would say, as a Master of Ceremonies, more, I would say, a learning and enriched experience for me.
Okay. So Toastmaster Anis, you are referring to club meeting is Toastmaster of the day. The Master of Ceremonies role is the Toastmaster of the day. You're spot on that, because as Toastmaster of the day, you are leading the entire meeting. And by doing so, you are introducing people, you are networking with the club members so as to understand who they are, so that you can introduce them, introduce the theme. And you did a excellent job by even sending me a note to let you have my introduction for this very workshop. So you are leading, and this is one of the most important role in a Toastmasters meeting. The Toastmaster of the day leads in the performs in the capacity of a leader. Any other role that yes, I saw Master Radhi Navar. Yes, can you share with us your Toastmaster club meeting leadership role? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, actually, I can't just open my camera because my internet connection is going to be so bad. So this is like a small problem.
We can hear you well, so go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So actually, one of the roles that I felt like helped me to improve my leadership skills was being a general evaluator, just to know how to evaluate people and how to give them a good evaluation and critiques, and how to think with a positive way, and how they would enhance what their skills. So actually, I felt like, yeah, I learned somehow. I maybe didn't be I didn't take the role so much, but at the times that I take it, I felt good with it and how I enhance my skills if evaluation and that. And I think this is maybe the good about being general evaluator for the exam meeting.
Great. So thank you, Toastmaster Nawar, for sharing that with us. Yes, general evaluator, evaluation, all these roles are so important and they really drive leadership within us when we perform this role. But what if I tell you that the timer's role at every meeting also encompasses leadership? You are driving the entire meeting towards making sure that it is based on time. So the timer is very important, and taking up the timer's role is definitely going to help you build a leadership skill, and that being how to manage time. If you look up any leadership manual which says that you need to build leadership skills, time management is so important. And that is why when I first heard this from DTM Ali Shabazz Ali, I was, what? Timer role? And he did explain why it is an important leadership role. So every role at a club meeting is encompasses leadership, and we just perform the role as if there's nothing to it. So the next time we are at our club meeting, let us remember whatever role we are taking to develop our leadership skill. And having said that, leaders go prepared for whatever it is, whether they are giving a speech, whether they are leading the way, we need to go prepared for our meetings. So if you are a general evaluator, in the Toastmasters website, it is clearly mentioned that as a general evaluator, you need to sit down with your team of our counter grammarian and the speech evaluators. So next time we are performing the role of general evaluator, let's go and check, sit with them and understand that they have understood their roles. That will help them build their leadership skill. So as a general evaluator, if you do this, you are showing them the way to perform the role, to perform leadership. Now, coming to our second point where we exercise leadership is, of course, the ExCom committee, the executive committee. And I'm sure all of us over here have taken up an ExCom role. Okay, so we do know how to perform our ExCom role. How many of you have been Sergeant at Arms here? Just raise your hand, Sergeant at Arms. How many have performed the role of Sergeant at Arms? Nobody? Nobody performed the role of Sergeant at Arms? Okay, the next time, the next term, okay, PQD, we understand. But what I would say is the next term, all of us here, I'm taking a screenshot. This Toastmaster Ganesh, please take a screenshot. The next year, all of us are going to take the role of Sergeant at Arms. And I say the next year, all of us, is because even I have not performed the Sergeant at Arms role. Remember, the Sergeant at Arms role is so important because we need to set the stage. Every leader sets the stage. And if that stage is properly set, the meeting is going to be a smooth meeting. The rest of the ExCom roles we already know, and all of us have worked towards it to give our best. What I would like to say as a leader is give in your 100%. If you are a VPPR, give in your 100%. Prepare those beautiful posters and put them out there. If you are a VP-Ed, contact your members, ask the mentors to reach out to the members and have them push and perform and complete their projects. If you are a VP membership, reach out to the general audience out there, reach out to guests to attend your meetings and perform your leadership role. When you introduce yourself as Vice President of Membership, the guest is looking up to you. And when you do that, when you say you're the VP membership, make sure that you make that personal call, personal messages to that guest, telling them what it was for them to join. If they see that a leadership skill in you, they are definitely going to join the club. And for subcommittees, this is what I would like to ask all our leaders, to encourage new members in your club to join the ExCom as a subcommittee. I will give an experience. I will share with you about Kuwait Challengers Toastmasters Club. The VPPR team has 2 new members. We have Toastmaster Rashmi and Toastmaster Achini, who are on the team. And the reason being, if you have a subcommittee on your team, the following year you can simply hand over to them as your successor, because they are exposed to the ExCom team and they will know how to perform as a leader. So you are going to show the way. We have in our subcommittee, the VP Ed, we have Toastmaster Ifat, who is a new member who has joined the VP Ed team, and she's performing so well under the guidance of Toastmaster Dinesh. She has approached every member to encourage them to complete their projects. So much so that she has she's not just performing at a level of just checking on their schedule, their projects, but has created this Toastmaster bond with the members. And that's the feedback we have received from the members about Toastmaster Ifat. It's no more about just checking on them on their projects, but it is more about what with fellow Toastmaster. And in the process, today we can say that she is even prepared to be a mentor, because she is checking on the projects and she's checking on them personally. As a leader, we need to do that. Now, the third area that I would like to cover is, of course, how many of us here have been area director, division director? We have PQD here, Toastmaster, this distinguished Toastmaster Yasser. We CGD, BD, anybody. We have admin manager, DTM Sarah. So I'm sure all of us have performed at the district level. Anybody who has not performed at district level? We have area 10 director, Toastmaster Deepak, and I'm pretty sure all of us have performed at district level. Can anybody share their experience at district level as a leader?
Thank you.
Go ahead, Toastmaster.
If really honestly I say, when I took the role as a leader out of the club, then only I came to know properly about the Toastmasters international structure. Until I was in club, I was thinking the club is only the limit, but we are not aware about the other roles until you come out of the club. Like I took the area director role in 2021. So then only we come to the networking with the other country leaders also. Even since there was only the physical meeting before, so I was thinking only the Kuwait is the Toastmasters club. I was not about the Bahrain also. But when I took this role, then I networking start with other division area to up the division director and through the PQD, CGD, DD. So these are the leadership roles. When we listen to them, and we can develop my leadership skill and my leadership skill to support my club which are in my area. Another way also personally for me, I believe the leadership role by position will be until you are on that position. But if you are leader by nature, you will be the leader forever until you have the nature to support your members to make the leaders. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh, for sharing your experience as a leader, taking up, leaving the club, your baby, and moving out of the club to perform roles. I would like to ask our Program Quality Director, DTM Yasser, to encourage us to take that post, to take your very own post. How would you as a leader encourage us who have taken up district roles to take up the PQD role? DTM Yasser? Okay. DTM Sarah? How would you encourage us to take the admin manager role? Okay. Okay. Moving on, the fourth place where we can exercise our leadership roles would be at events and workshops like this. So can anybody share your experience having attended a workshop, supported a workshop? I know Toastmaster Sunil has supported a workshop. Toastmaster Sunil, would you like to share your experience supporting a workshop?
So, DTM Priscilla, good evening to all. The workshop experience is what I did by I did a YLP session, and DTM Priscilla was one of my supporters. So in that we were able to educate young budding youngsters to come up with the Toastmaster ideas and how Toastmaster Club works. And for that, we need to coordinate with many young leaders of Toastmasters like DTM Priscilla, DTM Kajetan, and along with us, it's like teamwork. So it is a very great experience to conduct such classes for the younger generation, as well as gives us the same experience of coordinating with senior Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters like Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar, Jamaluddin Sheikh, and all. So it was a very good experience, and it consists of 8 sessions. So each session has its own variety. One will be on table topics, one will be on debate, one will be on writing short stories. So it connects the overall performance of a Toastmasters, giving the younger generation as well as our coordination among them. So it was a great experience for me. Thank you, DTM Brazil, at this moment also. I'm so grateful for that support.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. Mike, for moving forward, the next question is, what I want to ask is, how did it help you develop your leadership skill?
Yeah, the wonderful platform which we have. I heard that once Toastmaster Dinesh was telling that he joined the Toastmasters at a very late stage of his age. And he was telling me that if I had joined this Toastmasters in my early ages, what would I have been me right now? The transformation which has happened to him is a realistic expansion in front of us. So what I would always stress on is involve and evolve. The more you involve in Toastmasters, the more the evolution is going to happen. And we have a very good example, which I always used to showcase. It's none other than our Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar Pal, who rightly said he was there in the club. And from there, he took the roles, and now he has been a known personality among the District 20 and more beyond District 20. So involved. From there, you will have each an experience. Each Toastmasters Club meeting is an experience. And there you will learn by taking various roles. It's a leadership opportunity. For example, if you are a table topic master or a timer or even an evaluator, you learn something more in each and every meeting. And that gives you a more experience in the next time, wherever you perform, either in your personal level or in a club level. So grab the opportunities. Toastmasters is the one who offers such platform for all our new members. Grab it and enhance your leadership.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. So leaders, we are here and we've heard it very clearly from Toastmaster Sunil that what we need to do is involve, evolve, and grab every opportunity to perform as a leader. One of our most important task or responsibility as a leader is to bring the flock to every meeting, to bring the flock to every event, to bring the flock to every workshop. So and our flock is our very own club. Let's not bother about the area or the district. If we as leaders can promote this very event, the new member orientation program. In our club also, we have new members. Sadly, they are not here. And I'm sure all clubs we have received awards and ribbons for adding new members, but we don't see the members here on this very event that has been created for them. So let's, as members, get involved, get evolved, and bring more members to every event, whatever event has been put out by the district or by the area. Let's make sure that very much like the physical events, we have these events as well, members attending. Well, is there anything that anyone would like to share with us, how they would perform as a leader and make this new member orientation program a successful event? How can we do that? How can we increase the number of members to attend this event so that we can take it up to district and let district look at our suggestions and move on from there? Toastmaster Hemlata, you have something to say? Toastmaster Hemlata, do you have any thing to share with us, your experience or any suggestions to this group of the new member orientation program on how we can bring in members to attend?
Give me 5 minutes. Actually, my battery is low, so I'm joining from this laptop.
Take your time.
Then I want to share with.
Take your time.
So where was link? I wanted to know.
Sorry.
Where was link? In group, District 20 group?
The link is shared in all the groups. You can find it in District 20.
Okay.
Toastmaster Dinesh, if you could send it to Toastmaster Hemlata.
Because my battery is only 7%, it is going to die. So I thought I have to join with the laptop, then I can speak.
Sure. Any new members over here? Any new members attending this event? ATM Anil Kumar Revankar, thank you for joining us. As a leader, please do share your experience on how we can improve.
Oh, you want something? A warm leaders. DTM Priscilla, you are doing a great job along with the team you have with you. That's something very fantastic. To the Kuwait members, warm wishes on the National Day of Kuwait. Now, coming to our Toastmasters. First of all, I would like to know how many are new members in this group right now in the audience?
Toastmaster Anil Kumar, right now there's nobody no new member in this 12 people who are here. All 12 are
fine. So they're all experienced.
Toastmasters.
In that case, in that case, we can share a lot of things. Because I was just keeping quiet, understanding that we have some new members. So I was just allowing you to
just
follow
1 minute. If you can share in 1 minute, because I have just another minute to close my
there is only one thing I found missing is moments of truth. It is not well organized, or I will say it's not well popularized among the leaders.
Okay.
This is one of the very important modules we have in Toastmasters. But I hardly see any club or any area or division doing something about it. So if we could improvise on this, maybe next year we will try to do something about it. But still, we have another 4-5 months to go. If you can touch upon
Thank
that
you so much.
at a club
Yes,
level or division level, it will make a difference.
Thank you,
Thank you. Over to
DTM
you.
Anil Kumar Revankar. We will address this issue and we will present your suggestion to the district and have it trickle down to each and every club so that each and every club performs the moments of truth and brings about the change that is required so that District 20 will flourish. Thank you so much. And over to our Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Anis. I know this was meant for new members, but I was tailoring it to the audience that is all seasoned Toastmasters and leaders. Over to you, Toastmaster Anis.
Thank you so much, DTM Priscilla. I think this only shows that, we all have something new to learn all along. Because irrespective of how seasoned we are in Toastmasters, there's always something new to learn and a new role to play all along for us. So I would say as Toastmaster, I would look forward for these new roles in the coming days. And hopefully I would like to meet all the DTMs who can just teach me how exactly the different roles, the different leadership styles have they adopted to and make their club successful. Well, moving from one presentation to another, I again welcome you to have and quickly run through on the introduction to pathways. Back to you, DTM Priscilla.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anis. Thank you so much. Once again, a very good evening to all present. Thank you, Toastmasters, for joining. Well, all of us have gone through the Pathways education program. Since we do not have any new members present over here, I would like to straight away jump into the updates because updates is something that we can look at so that we can familiarize ourselves with what is to come in Toastmasters. Bear with me till I log in. So I'm sure most all of us are familiar with how Pathways works, the levels, what are we actually aiming at when we are delivering our speeches and doing projects in the Pathways program. Is there anybody who needs any information on that, on how to navigate Pathways? Anybody would like to know how to navigate Pathways? Please raise your hand. Because I don't want to skip it. If there's even if there's one person who wants to know how to navigate Pathways, I want to do it. Okay, I see none. I'm sure all of us know how to navigate Pathways. So just moving on to the education program and Pathways. And if you go to more information, you'll find Pathways updates. This is where you need to check on what's happening about Pathways. If you see there's an base camp outage which is going to take place where the new system will be synchronized, where we do not have a separate base camp and a separate club central. Everything, as soon as you have finished with your project, it will be all linked and it will show up in Club Central. So this is more for the VPLs who have to perform this task. As and when this is rolled out, we will be having, I'm sure the district will have workshops on how to educate the VPLs on how to look into this, how it functions. As of now, I understand from from Program Quality Director that there are some bugs that are still to be taken care of, and the system is being monitored, the system is being used so as to detect any bugs before they roll it out to everybody. So somewhere in after June or in July, this should come out, or much before that. I'm not really sure on the dates, but whenever this comes out, you'll find an email coming from Toastmasters International that this has happened, and go have a look at it. So everything on this website, or at least most of the things on this website, are going to change, and we need to be prepared for that. In order to prepare, district will surely take care of it. I am Pathways Coordinator, so I will come back to you on further details. For now, what you can do is go through Pathways updates and understand what is going to happen, how it's going to happen, so that when it does happen, it's very easy for us to go by it. Another thing that I would like to highlight over here is this part where we have new members joining. This is a program for new members, but here is what I would like to inform VPLs, mentors, all of us leaders, that we all know that we are going to be left with only 6 paths: dynamic leadership, engaging humor, motivational strategies, presentation mastery, persuasive influence, and visionary communication. So what I would look at is, let us already start introducing just these 6 paths to our members. I know the system will provide them with the support and whatever is needed if they take any other path, but why buy something which is not going to be supported? You go and you buy a car, and then they say that, okay, post 6 months, we are not going to, these parts will not be available. You're not going to buy that car, right? So same goes with this. Let's encourage our members to choose from these 6 paths. Of course, we know presentation mastery is by default, you can choose that one path. But if your members go through the 11 paths and they tend to choose another path which is not among these 6, then please explain to them that it will be good enough to choose from one of the 6 paths which will be available from, or which will be left over for us to choose from in coming June 2024. So this is basically as much as I can tell you about the new system. There is a lot where it will be available in languages and whatever. But let's read through Pathways updates to see if there are any updates, so that we as leaders can guide our new members to understand what they are getting themselves into. While Pathways navigation is pretty daunting and intimidating for new members, let us as leaders help new members to find where is the evaluation form. A question that every new member struggles with, or rather even is not interested in knowing where it is. So if we can be a little more gentle in showing them where it is, rather than printing it out for them, it is really going to help new members. So let's not spoon feed our new members, but let's build leaders out of them. If we let them go navigate the pathways, if we let them navigate this entire website, they will become leaders. And that's what this Toastmasters is all about. As simple as that. If you just, let me go back to the previous page. The website itself is designed in a way that we can, it even tells you how to navigate the website or pathways. So it is as simple, even if they don't remember what you have told them, just let new members go through it. Or you can sit with them and explain to them how to navigate their paths, how to navigate base camp. And this is something that we as leaders will have to help new members to. If new members are not here today, then it is because of us leaders who have not reached out to them. How can we reach out to our members? Is the question. Again, I ask, does anybody want to know how to navigate Toastmaster pathways? I think in that case, I have covered the most important thing, that was the updates on pathways. And I can hand over the stage to Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you so much, DTM. I think that was quite insightful for all of us. And as the new version rolls out, I think definitely we look forward to have this enhanced capability. But I think the key would definitely is going to be how exactly can we have more members join our meets and make it more successful for us, right? However, I really thank you for your effort and your time. And moving forward, going to our next presenter, I would like to welcome DTM Rohaina Akil with the topic, how to craft a speech. To tell more about DTM Rohaina, she joined Toastmaster in 2015 and never ever had a day where she regrets joining it. She's been a complete introvert, shy person, but joining Toastmaster, now she's made sure she becomes more extrovert. She loves to read, paint, baking, cooking, and definitely photography. And let's not forget ladies' hobby, traveling. She's doing personality development and public speaking course for kids, and I'm sure she's preparing more leaders to come. Recently, she's completed her MBA in healthcare management, certification in business analytics, coaching and mentoring, and looking forward for another adventurous and challenging course that will make her switch careers and evolve. And let's not forget, her favorite motto, or the motto she lives in her life, is live each day as it's your last day. Over to you, DTM, Rohaina.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, MC Toastmaster Anisur Rahman. I would like to just share my screen. Give me a second. Yeah, I hope you can see my screen here. Just go. Okay, so are you all ready to craft a good speech? Great. Just take a second more here. Okay, so basically to answer how do you craft a good speech? I would like you to give me some ideas. I mean, I think all of us are doing this, making speeches in Toastmasters. So for all of the seasoned Toastmasters, as well as for anybody new who has joined recently or just a second back, I would like to ask this question. And I know DTM Anil Kumar has just joined and he's already raising his hand.
Yeah. To craft a good speech, first you have to decide what you want to convey to the audience.
Yes.
What is the
True.
message you want to go? What you want the audience to do after listening to your speech? So we begin with that point, and then you craft a speech. It will definitely be a good one.
Yes. And then Dale Carnegie tells you that there are always 3 speeches for every one that you actually have given. The one that you practiced, the one that you gave, and the one that you still wish to give. And we always feel when we give a speech that, oh, we could have done this, and we want to give a better speech. Don't you all think so? So the 5 most essential elements of, the question that I want to ask you to craft a great speech. And sorry, but I had a, I had a very, yeah. So my first question over here is, who is your speaker? You need to actually, first of all, know this question. Can anybody answer this? Who is your speaker? It's normally the person who himself wants to express himself as the person in his speech. Either he wants to talk about himself, either he wants to involve himself, but he's the main person who's going to be creating that speech. The second thing that is important for crafting your speech is, of course, what is your purpose? Every speech needs a purpose. Why do you want to convey this message? Why have you chosen that particular topic? And it's very important because, again, this has to be related and relatable to your audience. If your audience doesn't want to know what that purpose is, why would you be giving that purpose? So the purpose also has to be relatable, has to be something which they can understand. If you're going to be talking about how to make a rocket engine, so they will not be interested at the moment. But if you tell them that if using that rocket engine, how you actually got to make it and how you flew it off, that would be more interesting. So again, the purpose is the main idea behind giving a speech. What is the spine? The spine is usually the backbone of the speech. What is the backbone? TTM Priscilla, what is the backbone?
I think the backbone would be the main thing around which your story revolves.
Yeah, it is actually the structure.
Driving
What is going to hold?
Sorry?
It will be the structure which is going to hold the speech. It's going to be the beginning, the body, and of course, the ending. Then comes, who is your audience? We have to look at our audience. If I'm going to be sitting and talking to a general audience, my speech should be of a general variety, should be of a general nature. But if I'm talking to some doctors over here, if I'm going to talk to them about something, which happened in my house, they wouldn't like to know my personal story. But if I tell them something informative, that was what they would like to take back home. So again, your audience, again, is a very important element when you're crafting your speech. And lastly, what is your story? Again, it should be either a personal story, a persuasive story, can be a motivational story, inspirational story. It could be an emotional story, but again, the emotional story should have a very good message. Looking at all this is a very important way of crafting your speech. Now, I would like to pause here a little and come back to this. So coming back to a few things that I want to ask you all again is regarding a good opening. What do you think is a good opening? Can somebody share with me? Somebody who can raise their hand and share with me? What is a good opening in a story?
Thank you very much, DTM Rohena, asking this
Yes.
question. I think opening up the speech should cover all the entire abstract of your speech, what you are going to tell to about your speech to the audience. And that should be covered in the first paragraph as abstract.
Very true. So actually research and every speech that they talk about, it always say that the first 30 seconds of your speech should grab the attention. And if you have not grabbed the attention, then all of them would be, in another world, thinking of something, thinking of what they have to do next. So the first few seconds of your speech have to grab the audience's attention. Either you can fall down, or you can make some sound, or you can just start off with some ironical, funny, rhetorical questions which can excite them and make them want more. Research shows that people who fear public speaking, they earn roughly 10% less than their competitors. So overcoming this fear is actually a matter of just preparation. And for that, you have to hit a sixer. Do you agree with me? So that's for the opening. Now, what comes normally after the opening? The content. What should your content usually have? Can somebody again unmute and answer?
A story, characterization, and story again.
Story and stories. Yeah, but it should actually firstly be interesting, and it should be of significant value to your audience. That is very important. If it is not, some will just go away for, go to the washroom, go to the restroom, go for a break, maybe have some water and come back. So you have to make it very interesting. Sorry? Is that a question for me? Okay. I don't think it is. Secondly, I think your appearance impacts. Can you mute Deepak? Okay. So your appearance will impact your audience a lot because they will perceive your credibility. If you're going to be just standing in place and not move around or not have the proper appearance, proper vocal variety, the gestures, the body language, you might look very bland and you will not, give that delivery in your speech. But that also has to come through your speech. It has to be crafted in your speech when you're actually preparing it. And thirdly, your fluency in delivery. When you are fluent, when you deliver with elan, the reception of your message will be actually accepted by the audience. Again, I have another question. What does your content usually have? I know Dr. DTM Priscilla has given a few things like stories, but besides that,
we can add the monologue between two persons, for example.
excellent. Yes, you can have dialogues. Two people, dialogues, and a monologue because one person is doing that. So that's also a very interesting concept, actually. Also, it adds details. That's details of and answers to how to lose weight, how to gain weight, how to be the best mother, how to do this, how to do that. So the how-to question is answered here. Another thing that it answers is it discusses main ideas and key concepts of something. Like supposing if I had to give this speech to an audience which is ignorant about corona, I can do that. I can still explain to you. I can call it in layman terms and I can tell you without giving any jargon. So that would also be very interesting. But again, it's about how you craft a speech for any audience, not a specific one. How you elaborate your main part or its components. And very importantly, what is the content about? This, I think everyone should take it as a message and remember it whenever they're crafting a speech. Ready? Narrow down to what you say. Narrow down to what you say. That's the content. And how you should say it. That is the delivery. So we've done the opening, we've done the content, and now we come to the main part. What is that? Which again holds a very, very important role in crafting a speech. Not hearing anything. Of course, the end. There's always an end to everything, right? So in the end, what do we do again? Anybody?
Take home message.
Take home message, yes. What else?
Call for action.
Call for action, definitely.
Reiterate your
Reiterate.
speech. Summarize your
Excellent.
speech.
Excellent. And in the end, what are you doing? You are impacting your audience. You're leaving
Calling.
the listeners with that message. You are empowering them. You are inspiring them. You are motivating them. And that is what is very important. So what we do is, first of all, we can close with an inspirational quotation. Then we can have the call to action, as DTM Priscilla said. Then we have something called tell a story. You can actually give a story in the end. Again, a small story in the end. It's like you're telling a story which will help the audience visualize something, and then you end there. So either it's like a little bit of a suspense, a mystery, you create that, and but you're leaving them with an answer also. So that's also a nice way of ending. Another way is describing the impact of what happens if the audience does what you ask. Like you are maybe doing it. Maybe you're doing yoga on a daily basis. But if you start tomorrow, you tell the audience that, what impact are you leaving with them? And another one is transition to a question and answer session, where you again ask a question, a rhetoric, and you leave it with that. So again, there's a question left with them, but you have given them the answers through your speech. And a very important fact that you can actually do with your speech ending is match the closing sentence with your opening sentence. You bring it back in a loop. And that creates a kind of a halo effect. It creates an effect with everybody around you so that they, wow, she has, again, it's a reiteration and it's again bringing it back 360 degrees. That makes an amazing ending. So again, I'll just like to come back to my screen because I had my PowerPoint there. Yes. So we did this where we did, who is your speaker? What is your purpose? What is the spine, your audience, your story? And getting on with the next part of the speech. 1 second. I'm sharing the screen. So here are some other things that you need to just look at quickly. Tried and true ways to start a speech. As you know, always tell a story. I'm having some issues with my keyboard. It's not moving ahead. Excuse me. Yeah. Introduction, tell a story. By far most effective way to open a speech is with a compelling story. Make a bold statement of your unique point of view. Like the one in the example, don't be afraid of anyone. Or any kind of statement which you can reiterate. Ask a question, and then you have get the audience to laugh and ask the audience to visualize something. This is what I told you, that you have to mug it up, keep it in your mind, narrow down to what you say. It's very important because you're marked for it and how you should say it. One thing that I didn't speak about, and the last thing, is the organization. Organization of a speech really matters. And there are many different kinds of organizational patterns here, which I found. And it was quite interesting for me too, because I never actually went into it before. So there is categorical or topical. That is, you take one particular category or one topic and you speak on it. The other one is comparison and contrast. That would again be something which is positive and negative, or it could be somewhere you are comparing and contrasting, which again makes a speech very interesting. And you have something called spatial. Spatial is when you are putting it in space, like, in a physical space, or in your mind, you're kind of spacing it out. So that way your speech can actually, progress from one stage to the other. Chronological, that also is another way where you are going from one stage to another, but say in history, you're coming back from 1959 to 2024, or you're going back from 2024 to say 1000 BC. So, that chronological story also becomes very interesting. You have biographical, you can talk about a person, an entity, someone you admire, someone who has inspired you. Causal, what is the cause and the effect? And then you have the problem, cause, solution. If there's a problem, what is causing it? And then what the solution could be. So these are the main organizational patterns, which was very interesting, and it kind of gives you ideas around which to craft a speech. So I think this was very important for me to put in for this particular project. And then the end should be very powerful, like I said. So great is the art of beginning, but greater is the art of ending. Over to you. Stop.
Thank you so much, DTM Rohina. I think it was quite insightful and great learning again, revisiting the same area of, like, say, the presentation criteria. Well, now I would hand over to our Toastmaster Dinesh for any questions and answers session. Toastmaster Dinesh, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Anis. As it will be only the formality, since our presentation, giving the presentation to all the very newest members. So I may have the question, any member you can ask. Our presenter are here. Floor is open to everyone, can ask the questions if you have any doubt. Or any query related to today's presentation only. No.
Okay, actually, I have one.
DTM Anil, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Dinesh. I have a very simple question which must have been coming to the mind of any member. How do we really benefit from dual membership? When the Toastmaster is giving us a facility where we can join any Toastmaster club for a meeting, with a request to that ExCom, we can also do any project in any club in the world. So in which sense it's a big benefit if you are going for a dual membership? Like I'm a member of 6 clubs, 10 clubs. How does it really benefit? Thank you.
Please raise your hand who want to answer this question. I think DTM Priscilla, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Just was this question was Anil Kumar, valid question. From my experience, I've been member of only 2 clubs, and the reason I took up the second club was because I wanted to fast track my speech. I mean, because KCTM Kuwait Challengers already had so many members, and we had to give an opportunity to everybody to speak. And that was in which case I was not getting an opportunity to speak as often as I would have loved to speak. So I was also member of Bright Horizon Toastmasters. That's as much as for myself, only 2 members. That's it. This is my experience why I joined the second club. It may be different for others.
Thank you very much, DTM Priscilla, for that wonderful answer. That was your perspective. But my question still remains open because you have just answered to my query that yes, you are doing it for the purpose. But that purpose you can also solve without being a member in another club. I don't think any club will refuse you if you approach them that, okay, I want to do a project. Would you allow me? I don't think any club will refuse it. Any club will accept it because they want somebody new to be in the club meeting because they can showcase what is Toastmaster about. That this is one of the facilities provided by Toastmaster International. That you can perform anywhere on the earth where there's a Toastmaster club. Just inform them in advance that, okay, you are interested and things will follow. Okay, maybe some other program will repeat this question. Maybe we'll get some new answer. Till that time, okay, thank you very much.
I would like to.
Revankar, you answered the question to your own question.
Yeah. that was the
yeah, Mr. Rohina, sorry. You can go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah, Rohina ji, I would like to hear from you.
Well, actually, There are two reasons I had done this. I was
Mm.
initially a member of two clubs when I joined 2015. And in 2019 to 2020, because that was the year I was an area director, I was a member with 6 clubs. And that time, the thing that I got was a lot of learning from different clubs because I went to meet them. I wouldn't otherwise, go because I'm not a member. I wouldn't actually just make the effort to go. But when I did go, and I was a member with them, I also became a part of their excom. So I used to, see their way of thinking. And every club had a different way of thinking. They had a different way of performing. They had different certain rules or things that they followed, which maybe my club did not follow all the time. So I brought back, I imbibed a lot of new things from there. I learned a lot of things, how other people think and how they evaluate. So I was a member with CAT where they had 360-degree evaluation. That also helped me. It helped me because it started my thinking opened, further. The time that we normally get for evaluation is less, but when you're doing it on a 360-degree basis, you get so many other points and you start thinking differently. That was one thing. But after that, it became very tiring and exhausting for me. And then still, I was member with two clubs from 2020 till now, till date. And I feel that I get the opportunity because I like to do contests like our DTM Priscilla. So I also love doing contests and I get the opportunity. So if I have not qualified from my club, then I can actually contest from another club also and get the spice from there. So it helps me. It helps me to grow basically.
Good.
Thank
Some
you.
new points.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yes,
you to
that's
both
great.
presenters and DTM Anil asking this question. And during this your conversation, I Googled it. What is the benefit of the dual membership in Toastmasters? So whatever our presenter said, Google also says the same thing, that one obvious benefit is the chance to increase your speaking opportunity, as DTM Priscilla said. And if you join the Toastmasters to improve your speaking, the more you speak, the better you get. And if you plan to compete in speeches contest belonging to more than one club, this is the one opportunity to taking the dual membership. These are so far the update, and further whatever update will provide by the Toastmasters International, will be known to you. With that,
Thank you very
let me
much. Thank you very much.
yeah, let me proceed with that. Toastmaster IT moderator Rahat, are you there? Okay,
Yes.
be ready. Let me give the vote of thanks to our presenter first, then you will be ready to share the certificate of the appreciation certificate for them. Okay. So on behalf of everyone here today, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all those who have made this 8th new, I can say the regular Toastmasters members, not the 8th the word new, because I didn't found hardly any single member new. So I have to say the new. But learning is a process. We all are always we are the new member we consider. Because today also we learn so many things the new. Especially our esteemed role players, presenters, and the organizing team led by the main coordinator DTM Jahangir Khan and full support of the District 20 Program Quality Director DTM Yasser Al-Kasai. First and foremost, I would like to express my appreciation to our role players and presenters who have dedicated their time, effort, and expertise to make the today's session informative and engaging. But very sad, our new member could not take the benefit of that. That I can consider it is the mistake from the organizing team that since the Kuwait celebrating the National Day and the Liberation Day, so there are very chances are there to be attendees very less. Let me give big thank you to our timer, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Darin Al-Hajjar for the Toastmasters IT moderator. A big thank you to our timer, DTM Darin Al-Hajjar, for keeping us on track and ensuring the smooth running of the session. Our IT moderator, Toastmaster Rahat Nawar, apologize if I say pronouncing your name not correctly, deserve the special thanks for handling the technical aspect flawlessly, allowing us to seamlessly transition through the program. A round of applause for our Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Anis Ur Rahman, for his lively and engaging facilitation throughout the session, keeping us all energized and involved. We are also deeply grateful to our presenters who shared the valuable insight and knowledge with us today. A special thank you to distinguished Toastmaster Priscilla Dice for her educational session, and she took the impromptu another session also, which unfortunately one presenter dropped due to some personal reasons. Another heartfelt thank you to DTM Rohena Akil for her informative session and crafting a speech and providing us with the practical tips and guidance to improve our public speaking skills. Last but certainly not least, I want to extend my sincere appreciation to DTM Jahangir Khan for his unwavering support and guidance throughout the entire series of this orientation session. Since July 2023, his leadership and dedication have been instrumental in the success of this program. In closing, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your active participation and enthusiasm. Your presence and engagement have made today's session truly memorable. Let us carry forward the knowledge and inspiration gained here today as we continue on our Toastmasters journey of personal and professional growth. Thank you, and I request to our Zoom moderator to share the appreciation certificate, please. DTM Darin Al-Hajjar, here is your certificate of appreciation for your timer role. Next, please. Escape, please. Next. Here is your appreciation certificate, DTM Priscilla, for your time and effort you spared with us. Thank you very much. Next, our DTM Rohena Akil. Here is your certificate of appreciation. Thank you very much. And Master of Ceremony, Toastmasters Anishur Rahman, part of this session today, you perfectly deliver the role. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.